What's the question?
Do you want to see the winner fight Tom?
The winner should absolutely fight Tom.
What's good people? Hope you guys are good. We back with another video. So the UFC 309 press conference just ended, and to be honest, I did not anticipate getting much enjoyment out of it, because I was anticipating that a lot of the journalists and people who ask questions would ask the regular, usual, generic questions, which are: Michael Chandler, how does it feel to not get the fight with Conor McGregor? And do you think you can avenge your one loss to Charles Oliveira? Charles, do you think you're going to do it again and beat Michael Chandler for the second time? Paul Craig, do you think your submission will be good enough to subdue the wrestling of Bo Nickel? And Bo, how does it feel to be such a huge favorite going into this fight, etc, etc, etc. But shout out to Oscar, the dude who runs, I believe that's his name, the dude who runs the Mac Life channel, the Conor McGregor channel, the Mac Life channel. He asked one of the best questions of the night, and shout out to Dana White, because for as much exaggerating and overhyping Jon Jones Dana has been doing leading up to this, he gave the crowd a moment that they wanted. It felt as though he was at an RNC rally, and he was like, at the top of his voice, he was like, well, the question that Oscar asked Dana White was, is Tom Aspinall next? And Dana White says, absolutely. These dudes, the winner of this fight has to fight Tom Aspinall, and the fans went crazy. And as Dana White answered that, you could see Jon Jones get uncomfortable. The man was irritated. The man was just, ugh, why would you do that? I thought he only has English fans. You guys are my people. This is New York. This is my home state. Why are you guys cheering for him? Because that's been Jones' narrative going into it, is that only the UK fans care about Tom Aspinall. So now seeing the American fans, the New York fans, give the loudest pop of the night. First, the only other large pop was Charles Oliveira, but giving the loudest pop of the night to Tom Aspinall had to have irritated Jon Jones. And Dana White, hearing that and hearing the Tommy chants, had to have Dana White saying, listen, this is money. There is money behind this. And obviously Jones has said it numerous times that he does not want to fight Tom Aspinall, and he says he does not want to give Tom Aspinall the opportunity to make a name off of him, or because his fans and him have just been so disrespectful and he does not want to do business with him. My dude, you are literally putting words in Stipe's mouth and refusing to shake his hand because you believe he said something about you as a father. You are somehow taking it personal because he said bring it on, bitch, and you want to destroy him. But then you get sensitive at the fact that Tom Aspinall and everyone who is rooting for him and everyone who wants to see the best fight at heavyweight call you a duck, and because of that you don't want to do business with him. But because Stipe said bring it on, bitch, you're like, nah, it's personal. I'm not gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna destroy you. Yeah, he made it personal. I'm watching the build up to this and I'm like, when did this become personal? When did Stipe say anything about Jones not being a good father? Like, it's so weird how Jones is creating this narrative in his head. And I genuinely feel like the people who fuel Jon Jones' ego, they continuously drive this psycho whatever it is that he has that makes him feel as though he is always the person in the lights. He is the protagonist, is never the antagonist. And then the bit at the end, listen, I won't lie, I clapped hands for that, but it was a bit cliche when he brought out the kid and he's like, this young man has cancer. And listen, it was a good gesture. But we know Jon Jones, it's not for nothing. He knows what he's doing. He knew, or he anticipated, maybe the fans would not support him that much or cheer him because he's been ducking Tom Aspinall. So he had to have, a good gesture to show the fans that he's a good person, that he's a good Christian man. But shout out to the New York fans, man. I enjoyed that press conference. That was one of the most enjoyable press conferences. And the crazy thing is, what made it enjoyable was because a person who is not even part of the fight was mentioned.